How did humans sleep before beds? Imagine lying down tonight with no mattress, no pillow, no blanket, just dirt, rock, and darkness. No walls to protect you, no lock on a door, just the sounds of the wild, all around you. This was not a nightmare. This was every single night for our ancient ancestors. For most of human history, there was no such thing as a bed. And yet, humans still slept, they still dreamed, they still survived. So how did they do it? Let's go back, way back, before mattresses, before blankets, before even the idea of a bedroom existed. Let's find out how humans really slept before beds. Millions of years ago, our earliest ancestors did not sleep on the ground at all. They slept in trees, high up, above the reach of lions, hyenas, and other predators. Branches were bent and woven together. Leaves were pressed down flat. This created a simple platform, a nest. Chimpanzees still do this today, and scientists believe our ancestors did the exact same thing. Every single night, a brand new nest, built in minutes, slept in once, then left behind by morning. It was simple, but it worked. It kept them alive. Then, something changed. Around 2 million years ago, our ancestors' bodies began to shift. Legs grew longer, bodies grew taller, climbing trees became harder, so they came down to the ground. But the ground was dangerous. Predators roamed at night. Every sound could mean death. So humans adapted. They found new ways to stay safe. They chose their sleeping spots with care. Rock shelters, caves, places with only one entrance to guard. They slept close together, back to back, body to body. Safety in numbers. If one person heard danger, everyone woke up. This was not comfort. This was survival. Then came one of the greatest turning points in human history: fire. Around 1 million years ago, early humans learned to control fire. This changed everything about how they slept. Fire kept predators away. Most animals feared the flames and the smoke. Fire gave warmth during freezing nights, and fire gave light, a small circle of safety in a world of total darkness. Now, humans could sleep on open ground, as long as the fire kept burning. Someone always stayed awake, watching the flames, feeding the fire, guarding the group. Sleep was no longer a solo act, it was a shared responsibility. Now let's talk about where they actually slept, what was under their bodies. For a long time, it was simply the earth, bare ground, hard stone. But over time, humans got smarter about comfort. In 2020, archaeologists made an incredible discovery in South Africa. At a site called Border Cave, they found bedding that was 77,000 years old. That is not a typo. 77,000 years. The bedding was made from grass, soft, dry grass, layered thickly on the cave floor. Underneath the grass, they found ash, burnt ash, spread deliberately across the ground. Why ash? Because ash kept insects away. It stopped ticks, lice, and other biting bugs from crawling up into the bedding. This was not an accident. This was clever, intentional design. Ancient humans were building bedding systems on purpose, with real engineering behind it. They would burn the old grass bedding completely, insects, dirt, and all. Then they would lay down fresh ash, and on top, a brand new layer of grass. This is one of the earliest examples of humans creating comfort and health at the same time. Let's go to another site, Sibutu Cave, also in South Africa. Here, scientists found bedding dating back 77,000 years too. Layers and layers of plant matter, sedges, rushes, and leaves, stacked up over generations. Some of these leaves came from a plant with natural insect-repelling properties. Ancient humans were choosing specific plants, not random ones. They knew which leaves kept the bugs away. This tells us something powerful. These humans understood their environment deeply. They were not simply surviving, they were problem-solving. Now let's talk about animal skins. As humans hunted more efficiently, they had access to animal hides. These hides were used for clothing, but also for sleeping. A thick fur pelt, laid across the ground, made a world of difference. It trapped body heat. It softened the hard earth beneath. Animal skins became one of humanity's first true blankets. Combine this with a fire, a cave, and grass bedding, and suddenly, ancient sleep does not sound so brutal anymore. But there were no bedrooms, no privacy, no mattresses stuffed with cotton, just fire, ash, grass, fur, and each other. Now, here's something fascinating about ancient sleep patterns. Many researchers believe ancient humans did not sleep in one long block, like we often try to today. Instead, they may have slept in two phases. A first sleep, then a period of quiet wakefulness in the middle of the night, then a second sleep until dawn. During that middle waking period, people might tend the fire, talk quietly, or simply lie still, listening to the night. This pattern is called biphasic sleep, and historical records suggest it continued in some cultures for thousands of years. Only with the invention of artificial lighting did this pattern begin to fade. Let's also think about sleeping position. With no soft mattress to sink into, sleeping flat on your back was uncomfortable on hard ground. Many researchers believe curling into a side position, knees pulled up, was far more common. This position protected the vital organs, it conserved body heat, and it made it easier to jump up quickly if danger came close. Sleep in this world was never fully relaxed. Part of the brain always stayed alert. Now, let's move forward in time, tens of thousands of years later. As humans began forming more permanent settlements, sleeping arrangements evolved again. Simple raised platforms began to appear, built from wood or packed earth, just high enough to lift the body off the cold, damp ground. This kept sleepers away from crawling insects, away from moisture, away from the chill of bare earth. These platforms were still miles away from what we'd call a modern bed, but they were a critical next step. In ancient Egypt, wealthier households used woven headrests and simple wooden frames strung with cord or leather. In ancient Mesopotamia, some homes had raised sleeping platforms, topped with woven reed mats. Comfort was still minimal, but intention was growing. Humans were now actively designing where and how they slept. By the time of the Roman Empire, real beds had emerged for the wealthy. Frames with stretched rope or leather strips, topped with stuffed mattresses, filled with wool, feathers, or straw. But for most people, for most of history, sleep remained close to the ground, close to the fire, close to nature. It's easy to look back and assume ancient sleep was miserable, cold, frightening, uncomfortable, and in many ways it was, but it was also deeply resourceful. Every layer of grass, every scattering of ash, every chosen leaf, and every shared fire, these were solutions, built from careful observation, passed down, generation after generation. Our ancestors did not have memory foam, they did not have blankets from a store shelf, but they had knowledge, they had community, and they had an incredible will to survive the night so they could see another sunrise. So tonight, when you climb into your soft bed, under a warm blanket, behind a locked door, remember this: that comfort was not always guaranteed. It was built, slowly, over hundreds of thousands of years, one fire, one layer of grass, one shared watch through the darkness, at a time. And that is how humans slept before beds.